the general manager of the Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champion, John Schneider.
Yeah.
Hey, John! Sir? Sir?
Sure. Great to see you.
Forearm.
Great to see you.
Oh, wow.
Forearm test. Pretty sweet.
Absolute pleasure.
Hold on.
Forearm
Hold
test.
on.
Sweet.
I don't think you're supposed to handshake a forearm tat. Can you show that real quick? How many GMs got forearm tats? I don't think a lot of them.
Omar does.
Omar Khan?
Yeah.
He's got an ass tattoo.
Yeah. I heard it's Elmer Fudd with a gun. Yeah. He's saying, come out of there.
Icy like.
All right, let's move along. John, thank you for congratulations, dude.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, AJ, thank you for the booking. So you guys know each other from Green Bay, obviously.
2006 draft, brother.
Okay, so
Vernon Davis or AJ Hawk? What are you gonna do?
you said
Tight end's pretty fast now, right? But
he's got to Ohio. Look at this guy's face, and we heard he made it really easy for everybody to get information on his medical history throughout the entire process.
completely.
Too. Yeah,
It was the white tights with Carpenter that did it too. You know? Who are these guys?
The full jumpsuit.
Are they?
Yeah,
They like each other a lot.
Yeah, they do. They still do, by the way. They're still
Just spent 3 or 4 days with
on the ship out at sea. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to get into that. The Buckeye Cruise. Not going to get into that.
Sponsor that
Buckeye
one.
Cruise is a good thing. We don't want to make fun of it. We made fun of it in years past. We do not want to do that. And there's nothing to make fun of about your resume, brother, that you're stacking together. Congratulations on building it twice. And we are talking about that. You obviously, in the middle of the entire process, understanding you're just trying to win. Can you take me to the decision of moving on from Pete Carroll? Because Pete Carroll then comes out afterwards and says, I fought like hell for my job. Did not make it easy, I think, for the Seattle Seahawks after Pete Carroll left. He decided to move on. Him saying he still wanted to be there, I think kind of a tough thing with how beloved Pete Carroll is. You sitting in that pocket making that decision, did you have to re-envision what the team was? Were you already envisioning what the team had to look like? When you make that pivotal moment there, what was going through your mind for the Seattle Seahawks?
Well, Pete and I had great discussions all through that process. You know, and we did a lot of special things together, and you know, it was just time for both sides. And you know, Jody Allen, Pete, they had their conversations, and you know, it was like, hey, Jody just entrusting us to move forward, and then you know, start a new era with a different leadership group. And yeah, I mean, I can't take you through every step, because it was 72 hours of like, am I going to get fired? What's going on here? Like, I don't really know.
Chaos.
Am I going to hire a head coach, or like what's shaking here? And yeah, she just, you know, she had the confidence in us, and obviously, you know, Pete wanted to coach again, and but it just like it was just kind of time.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a hard decision to make, but there's only a few people that are put in positions to make those decisions. So the thing that I'm so impressed by is you sitting in the pocket, taking it in the shins, and then moving on, kind of with your blinders on, understanding that you're going to have success is how you felt. Macdonald, this guy seems to be a whiz.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a whiz kid. I saw him yesterday at the Women's Forum, got a chance to shake his hand and tell him like how impressed I am with him as a leader and everything. What did you see from him, and what did you think about the culture that he was going to be able to build for you? Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so it was that process. We were actually a little late that week, so we weren't able to speak with Mike, you know, because they had the bye. And so it was really trusting people like good friends of mine, like Dan Morgan and I are very close. I know you guys know Dan well. Chad Brinker, Rich McKay, guys that have been able to interview him already. And then just saying like, hey, like your guys' personalities would work out great. No ego, all ball, like let's rock. And when we interviewed him, it was just very clear. It was 2 hours that felt like 20 minutes. So it's like, you know, clear, concise, intelligent. And then where are we taking ball? Like, if we want to be the best sports organization in 10 years, which is what Jody kind of challenged us on, like, what's that going to look like? And so it was tough, but it became clear because there was some great candidates in there. And you know, we interviewed about 14 guys, but I really think like, okay, where this guy is gonna, where he can take football, and what I can't see, like what are my blind spots, like where am I falling behind, and you know, with our staff, and how can we mix our groups together, and then you know, what kind of staff can he build and take us into the future. And you know, we had played there, we had played in Baltimore, and it was one of those games that I know you guys have been through this. I'm not sure if you guys play professional football.
No, not
So, no,
USXFL. USXFL.
Yeah,
There you go.
kind of like Brandon Arbery, kind of that situation.
Cup of coffee.
Middle
yeah.
backer.
Yeah.
By the way, where's D-Bot? Is he a Rheinfire fan? He's born in Frankfurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Debo, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
D-Bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Debo's off until March, believe me. Until March, I forget, March 2nd. But he gave me a date. He said, hey, he's got a daughter equestrian now. He's got a golfing daughter
Yeah,
now.
volleyball.
He's got a volleyball daughter now. I mean,
He's
he
a football
is.
player now.
Yeah, and
He's a baller.
one of the greatest athletes I've
Yeah.
ever encountered.
But no, we had
trained
played.
together.
We had played in Baltimore, and you have that feeling. You're like, we just got shook. You walk out of there. I don't know. We left Baltimore that day. Like, what just happened? And talking to Gino, talking to Drew Lock. After the game, and it's like they were just like,
This guy's different here.
Yeah,
This McDonald guy.
Sucks.
Okay, let's talk about the quarterback position because you had to
Yep.
make a decision. There was reports that you offered Geno Smith a contract. He didn't love the contract. He ends up getting one in Las Vegas. Him and Pete kind of
This
battling.
is fun. I'm starting to sweat already. AJ, these questions here. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well,
you want to see me pit out, brother? Don't
So
you?
we've been
Okay.
following the
Okay.
Seahawks. Though.
Yeah.
I feel like we have really followed along with your guys' journey.
Okay.
Mostly, not just mostly because,
Yeah.
but AJ and everybody that's ever talked about you is like,
Yeah.
hey, Schneider's a guy. Like he is
Appreciate
an
it.
actual guy out there. So we respect everything that you've been able to build. The decision to bring in Sam Darnold though is, I mean, what, monumental now at this point with how it all works out. How does that decision go? And what did you see from Sam that's like, holy hell, this guy won 14 games and somehow was available for us
Yeah.
to sign in this entire thing.
Well, the combine has really changed since you guys came out. There's a lot more conversations with agents and what the landscape's going to look like, and that's obviously what you guys experienced with the medicals and the testing and everything. But really, behind the scenes, like, all right, where are we at from a negotiation standpoint? Like, if we have to pivot, is it going to be A, B, or C? And getting all the coaches on the same plane, and deciding like, are we going to be able to do this in a concise manner? And so last year at this time, I mean, yeah, we were talking Gino. It wasn't going great. The Raiders had tried to acquire a different quarterback. That didn't come to fruition. They were interested in Gino. We were just able to pivot in that 3-day window and get ready to roll. And the cool thing was, like, all of our relationships, Kevin O'Connell, Clint Kubiak, all these guys that are good friends of ours that have been around Sam. Describing him was like exactly like great leader, real guy. And obviously competitor, and he's not like, he doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve, and his teammates love him.
If you got anything to say about my quarterback, if you got anything to say about my team, you got anything to say about this city, we got 2 words for you. Fuck you. And that was so awesome.
Yeah.
That was honestly, you love that? You have to.
After we lost to the Rams down there in LA, I literally like stood there. Everybody was walking through the door, and I was like, "You guys are just, like, it's like we almost won that game. Like, everybody disregards that. Like, it was a rough game for a lot of people, but like the guys' resilience and the way they responded around Sam, it was like, we got some cool stuff going on here.
Yeah, it did. It felt
I was
special.
like, let's go. And like Ernest like took it, when we got in the locker room, he took it to a different level.
Gotta have that though.
Yeah.
AJ's got a question for you.
Yeah, I guess your time here at the Combine, you've been coming for a long time. I guess, what's it like now? What are you looking for when you I guess, interview these players, when you watch them on the field? Like, does all the stuff on the field matter as much as some people make it out to be? Like, I know, okay, let's just use 225 bench, for example. I said it doesn't matter. I said, it's garbage. I remember whenever I did mine, I think I got 24 or something, and I was all pissed off. I was all pissed, and I had one GM, he goes, what are you all what are you doing? What's your attitude about? I was like, I only got 24 reps. I thought I was going to get 30. He's like, I don't care about that. Like, he instantly, and it gave me like a sense of relief a little bit, even though I was still pissed I didn't get 30. Like, is there something, like, what matters? What does matter here? What are you looking for?
What really matters is like eye in the sky, and then the person, the competitor. That's kind of what we've.
Like, they got to love ball. They
love ball.
They need to confirm that they love ball.
They got to be smart, tough, reliable football players. And then down here, it's really like, these chunks now. That's why I said it was different when you guys were coming out. Like, it's like, okay, you got these interviews over here that we record, and we're able to study that. And then you got the canned one. It's like, like, what's your favorite cereal in the morning? Like, that sort of stuff. Like,
Fruity Pebbles.
you can watch all that kind of stuff, and you can study all that. But really watching the guys, how they interact with the other guys on the field, how they're taking to the coaching going on out here. But then it's really like obviously the medicals, the whole thing started because the Jets drafted a receiver that then, was legally blind in one eye. So that's how the whole combine started. So they get the medical going. So
Classic Jets.
The medical is really
Yeah, that's right.
What year was that?
2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. 2022.
But yeah, no, I think just really like at the end of the day, the guys knowing like the character of the person, and we just emphasize like the competitor and you don't have to have like a final like as an area scout, the guys are responsible for their areas. You don't have to have like you don't have to stick to your hard and fast grade that you had in the fall. It's more important that we get that right at least like the week before the draft, so we can set the board and then be able to just strategize and then know who the person is that we're bringing in the building to be able to help them out and grow. So
like passing your culture test is obviously a qualifier. For
Absolutely.
It feels like that should be for everybody. I don't know if that is the case. It's certainly working for you. 1977 is when that happened.
Okay.
So it's been happening for a long time over there with that team.
Same team, though.
Okay, yeah, same franchise.
He's blind in one eye. He fooled him that.
Yeah, he wore sunglasses. Yeah.
Credit to that guy.
Guy's a good actor.
Yeah, phenomenal receiver too. Crazy.
Really?
Hands, yeah.
Yeah, Jericho Cotchery.
I have a question.
1977. I don't know.
Before that.
I have a question for you. You said that the standard thing is what cereal do you have in the morning? What other stuff do you do? Like appliance questions? Like what are the right? I said Fruity Pebbles immediately, strictly because on the back of the Fruity Pebbles box, there's always like some fun little quizzes. So I feel like I'm getting better and enjoying a phenomenal breakfast, and it always tastes good. Throughout many different government policies of what you're allowed to put into food and what you're not allowed to put into food, we're learning a lot about that as well. Fruity Pebbles has remained. Cocoa Puffs changed their ingredients; they weren't as much cocoa anymore.
Yeah.
Cocoa Pebbles, I think the same exact thing. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch OG.
It's very good.
Okay.
OG Cinnamon
Always.
Toast Crunch. If it's a little cold outside, treat that like tomato soup. Cinnamon Toast Crunch always going to be there for you. What are the answers that you get in those questions, and what other questions do
Where we're going with that
you kind of give? Because that is trying to find out who a person is all this game is.
Do you mess with them?
Yeah,
Like,
do you ask these
do you
questions?
mess with them on purpose, try to get them pissed off?
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, we used to a little bit more. I used to when I was with
That
the
used to happen.
when I was with the Packers, I was like, I was the younger guy, so I was like the guy that had to ask all the, the partying questions, the marijuana questions and stuff, So I'll never forget we had a running back in here. Were you around Mark Hatley?
That's the name of the running back?
Yeah, no, it's not the name of the running back. I'm not going to give the name of the running back.
Okay.
But he was this poor guy, like had failed several drug tests, and Mark Hatley, God rest his soul, he worked for he ran the Bears for a minute, was my boss in Green Bay, and so I'm asking the questions about like why he failed this drug test, like again, and my man had this high accent. Mark Hatley's like, shoot, why'd you do that, son? I don't get it. Like, why'd you do? You kind of sound like Ballard.
Oh, yeah.
He likes his
He likes his guys.
Yeah, he kind of had that, that
drawl.
southern drawl to him, and my man's sitting on the couch and he just kind of panicked and he's like, he's sitting on his chair and he goes up, he's like, I'm sorry, Mark, I was just on the couch and I was next.
He's honest.
Give me that
guy. He's super honest.
Team
Or
player.
we had a running back in the room one day, and our running back coach is like, hey, do you consider yourself to be a better inside runner or outside runner, And he's like, hey, Coach, have you seen our indoor facility yet? Our new indoor facility is amazing. I never run outside. It's like, okay, I like this guy, too.
Outside the box, we're just trying to test your brain. Connor has a question. Wow, any more of those that come to your mind right now? We would love to hear. Thank you.
John, you don't know this, but I'm a Patriots fan, so you can go eat shit. It was very fun. It was very fun to
Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome. But I did watch.
Well, I was there a couple years ago, too, brother. So
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So kind of one of the same. Me and you.
But you guys are even.
But yeah, exactly. We're even, sure. But one thing I did watch, and it was actually the only thing I watched from your parade, was the speech you gave at the end, just talking about Jesus, talking about, kind of the angels from the team.
Yeah.
You throwing out little tiny baby Jesuses on the parade
They weren't
route.
tiny baby Jesuses, brother. They were like little baby Jesus. He was a grown man. He had a beard.
Yeah, he had a beard, but it was miniature. Excuse me.
Mini Jesus.
Mini Jesus.
Mini Christ.
Yes, it was very cool.
Yeah.
But
Talladega Nights.
Obviously,
GM.
How do you
It
envision
wasn't a
your
tiny baby Jesus.
it was a miniature size of real grown-up
33-year-old Jesus before.
33-year-old Jesus as a there it is. We actually got
What's
some.
he look like as a 20-year-old? Do we
Same
have
thing.
it?
Cut. He cut.
Shredded?
Yeah, like you don't even want to know.
Well, he's always shredded.
Yeah, yoked up. But speaking of, while I'm watching this, as much as it hurt, it did feel like Storybook for the Seattle Seahawks. Like you listen out all the players that had lost loved ones, everything like that. And you mentioned the Rams game as kind of a locker room where it felt different. It felt special. Was there any other points where it felt like, hey, this is part of a storybook ending? Like you could envision the Super Bowl, the storybook finish, and knowing it was coming. As a Patriots fan, I said 28-3 against Atlanta felt better than 9-0 against Seattle, just because of how dominant and how great your team was. But inside that locker room, whether it's training camp, whether it was through kind of those tough trials throughout the season where some of your players are losing guys, was there a moment where you kind of felt that storybook coming together and knowing that, hey, this is going to end in glory in the end?
Yeah, I think our head coach Mike's emphasis on the connectedness. Like we all grow up playing the sport because it's the ultimate team sport. You learn so many lessons in life, and he just did a great job. Like turning the corner last year, he comes in his first year, he wins 10 games, and he's like, how do we take this to a different level? And it was really like the connectedness of the team and the guys. And so we had a lot of like Charles Cross lost his father, Ernest lost his father, Jake Bobo lost his father. I lost my father in the day after the Houston game, and I just felt like everybody was just really in this place of like playing for each other. And when you're in that space, like there's just no, like it's pretty hard to that's a hard team to beat when guys are playing together like that. Like the Super Bowl 48 team, those guys were super swaggy. They loved each other. They played for each other. It was like us against the world. These guys are more like, I don't care about the other team. It's all about us. So we're just going to go out there and like play together and have a blast. And that's the way it felt. It wasn't like that one. It was that Rams game, yes. How the locker room was like afterwards, like, hey, we're gonna.
Mm-hmm. How about after the Colts game? Phil Rivers almost fucking did it.
Hold on to it, right?
Yes.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
That was a little hairy there for a minute,
Yeah, it was awesome there for a minute. Yeah. So as a Colts fan.
Yeah.
And as national sports show host, I guess, is what we are at this stage. We're called regional just a few years back, which is pretty cool. But now we're able to do it. We've been paying attention to your team and your defense. Like, right, you guys go to Pittsburgh and just, that shit was.
It was second half.
That was
a good game, yeah.
And your road warriorness of your team, like what you guys were able to do, and the defense was just everywhere. I mean, Houston was obviously getting a lot of love. A lot of conversation for their defense, as they should. Patriots, obviously,
really
defense was good. Nobody really talked about it. Your defense was not getting hyped up by a lot of people at all. Phil Rivers goes in there, battles you guys, comes down to a field goal. Jason's unbelievable. I don't even want to get into that. The guy never fucking
10
misses.
million.
10 million, Brandon Aubrey. You're going to have to pay him. JC.
Easy, Francis.
11 million, maybe 12, maybe 13, maybe 14, maybe 15 million. The guy won a Super Bowl.
Former players, pay the man. Hey, really? Thanks for the flash, Gordon.
Yes,
There's
please.
no salary cap.
There isn't, especially for a kicker if you got one.
Figure it out.
But on that note, I don't think your defense got any respect, really. Like, I don't think your defense got any respect. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm like, Phil Rivers almost just beat the Seattle Seahawks. And I was impressed because it's the Seattle Seahawks, how good you are. I don't think you guys were getting any national recognition at all. Could you sense that with the team? Did the team know that? Do you guys care about that? I know it's outside noise or whatever.
I don't think so. I think that they signed Phillip that week, and what's different? Like the ball's coming. I saw him playing the Citrus Bowl years ago. Like, here it comes, ball's coming out. Like, you're not gonna get to the guy.
Nobody talked about your defense being so good. Like, I was so pumped for Phil because Phil knew.
You're talking about the reputation.
Yeah, of your defense. I don't think anybody was talking about it.
It took a little bit.
Yeah, because like Phil, people are like, Phil Rivers almost beat this defense. It's like complete opposite.
Yeah.
Phil Rivers completed some balls against this defense is more so the combo. Nobody's really talking about that.
Pretty special football player, Phillip Rivers.
Yes.
Yes.
Guy's pretty dang good.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but no, I think they don't have that same. That's what I'm saying. They don't have that same us against the world chip on their shoulder that Super Bowl 48 team had. Richard would always be like, why didn't you draft me in the 4th round, like instead of the 5th round? Like Marshawn's like, mad at me because we didn't trade for him earlier, like they were just like mad at everybody, and they played like that. These guys, I don't think they really. I think they were just really self-confident, and they trust the coaching, they love the scheme, they love each other, and they just flew around balling.
Fun group to watch, man. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, your first 2 picks last year. Gray Zabel probably could have been Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nick Eamon-Warrior could have been Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. But like the difference between them, Zabel, small school guy, but then he got to the Senior Bowl, looked really, really good at the Senior Bowl. Eamon-Warrior had one of the best combines of all time. So like, is that just like when Zabel goes to Senior Bowl and you see competition, like, okay, that's a check mark. When Eamon-Warrior comes here and just is the freakiest of freak athletes, is that a check mark? Like, when do you know in the process what these guys are your guys? If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. Gray was exactly what you said going to the Senior Bowl, watching him be able to compete with the best of the best, and then that's a box checked. I'm not sure if you guys know Steve Hutchinson very well, but Steve was on. Steve was working with us and doing used to do offensive line consulting and stuff. But he loved them, and we're really like trying to get to that back to that oh man, the old school offensive line groups. It's hard to keep these guys together and have continuity. And he loved them. Went down there Senior Bowl. Nick was in a totally different box. This guy's like the athletic freak. And so how do you? That's like, okay, like let's bring Nick into the building on a 30 visit, have him spend time with the coaches. Are we going to be able to use this guy in the manner that, we personnel guys and coaches, you got to come together, right? You're like, this guy's like 6'3.5", and he runs 4.28, and he should be able to
coach him up.
Exactly. But you can't just take the guy if you don't have the buy-in from the coaching staff. And so we brought him in, total buy-in. Here's gonna be the role. He got hurt on the 4th play of the opener, and I think he already had 2 tackles, so we missed him for.
Who got hurt Super Bowl week?
It was him.
His ankle. Remember they showed him walking in.
Opener, sorry. First week of the opener against San Francisco. He got hurt on the 4th play, and he had 2 tackles already, and you're just watching the guy like, holy cow, this is going to work.
Yeah. Good pick.
There was the ankle scare.
Yeah, the Super Bowl week.
God helps those who can't help themselves, brother. Here comes the 6'3" guy that runs 4.36 and ends up being a good football player. Everybody's like, well, he's there's some maturity things. It's gonna take him a minute. He's 1 month older than my youngest son. Like, let's give this guy a break. Did you see what he did out here? That was pretty good.
Unbelievable, sir.
43-inch vertical.
Hey, this guy's the greatest GM of all time. We got a guy 6'3", 240, running a 4.1. Yeah. GM's really good.
Yeah. Way to scout your butt off. Yeah.
AJ has the last question for you, John. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, you talked about personnel guys and coaches. I guess, how do you know as a GM, and as your time as a GM, has it changed how much you are involved and how much you do meddle in the day-to-day? I know after it's got to be a good feeling coming down from the box when you're ahead in the 4th quarter to watch the game from the sidelines. But I guess we talk about Jerry Jones a lot doing pressers in the locker room. How do you know where you should and shouldn't go, and what do you like that balance with the coaching staff?
Yeah, the game day stuff is really just, for me personally, it's just trying to make the guys feel as confident as they possibly can. The coaches, the players, knowing that we're loving them up, we're supporting them. I know my space. I know when to try to pump somebody up or kind of give them some crap. If they're feeling pretty good about themselves and stuff like that. But a lot of people come down and people think that you come down to be on the sidelines to be seen. If you don't hit that elevator by a certain time, you're up there with. You're not coming down from the last 20 minutes after the game. So you gotta get down there, and I'm so short. I have a hard time seeing what's going on the field. So I'm always asking offensive coordinators how do you call a game from the sidelines, because I can't see
nothing.
I can't see anything. I'd love to be up top and watch that, but no, I think just knowing your space. And
you ever tell coaches, hey, this guy, why isn't this guy better? He's 6'3", 245. Put him in more or something.
Yeah, that's personal.
You ever tell him? Yeah, do you ever tell coaches?
Yeah, during a game, call down the red phone. Yeah, put that
that'd be sweet.
No. No, we do that. We do that behind closed doors when we're all just talking. No, we're all just talking. Hey, seriously, this guy, maybe he deserves more playing time. Have we thought about this? Have we thought about that? And just open conversation. When Pete and I got together in 2010, we just said no walls. he'd worked with the Jets and got let go with the Jets, got let go with the Patriots. I got let go with Marty Schottenheimer and the Redskins, and we're like, if we ever have a chance to do this, we're gonna do like no walls, no egos, all together, all ball. That's it. And then it's not.
Everybody says that though.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, everybody says that. Like actually executing that is.
Well, when egos come in, when it's like, hey, that's my guy. I scouted this guy. We should take this guy, or, like. When you hear people say, well, I stood on a table for that guy, it's like the worst thing you can hear as a personnel guy. Like, really? You stood on a table for that guy? So I'll actually make guys do it. AJ. Like,
you make him stand on a
really?
table?
You love this guy. Why don't you stand on a table?
Whatever the hell you're doing, it's working, dude.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Appreciate you guys.
I hope you enjoy it all. Are you staying? You'll watch all the workouts, obviously. You'll do that because a lot of people.
I will watch the workouts on film now. Yeah.
That seems to be the new thing.
Yep.
Meetings matter. Okay, I want to see these people, talk to these people, try to get as much as possible. And then with how good the NFL Network and everybody does with tape, it's like we can watch a shit.
Yeah, Jason Light we were talking last year, and he was getting ready to split, and I'm like, "You're leaving already?" He's like, when you're at the Dome, do you watch the TV or do you watch the field? I'm like, I watch the TV.
Jumbotron,
Well, I'm going home to watch it on my couch.
Smart.
Hey, longest season of anybody. Super Bowl run. Congratulations. You got some shit to figure out, though, huh?
A lot of
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I almost cussed. Yep. A lot of stuff.
You're allowed to.
Don't do that. That's
All
disgusting.
good stuff. All good stuff.
A lot of shit, though.
Yep.
When you win,
Yep.
that's kind of what comes with it. You've already been there, obviously.
Yep.
How are we allocating money? Where are we spending money?
You got to change, coaching staff.
No,
and
you
all
just
that?
pay everybody, right? I guess now with the
Yeah.
It's easy, right?
former players,
Yeah, the
they
cap's
just
going
pay
up.
everybody.
Yeah, did you see the cap went up?
Yeah, I saw it.
good.
Not sure if you
pay
saw
them
it.
all.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Darnold deserves a raise, though. What did you say?
I think so.
I've heard all these things. I like hear it in my sleep.
I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba did just say he's looking forward to being the highest paid receiver. That's a real thing.
Which, by the way,
Pretty good player.
Yeah, which he deserves to be, yeah.
Pretty dude.
yeah, and then if we talk about highest paid player in the league, I mean, Dixon caused a turnover in the championship game.
Yeah.
And then he did
Oh
what he
yeah,
did.
how good is he, buddy? Is he
Unbelievable.
Like, right? Like
Yeah.
Like
He's the one.
I don't scout punters. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, you did. You
but
got
holy
him.
cow, this guy's like.
So all the
Phenomenal.
Australian guys, okay, Darren Bennett back in the day with the Chargers, I think he kind of came from the Aussie Rules football thing. But like Dixon having the success that he had, I think opened the door for like everybody else being like, let's try to get this fucking. I don't think there's another one.
Yeah.
I think Dixon is,
Have
no
you
matter
seen-
what
have you
continent
seen,
he's
Have
from.
you seen him do the side thing?
Yeah, the side one, the banana
Yeah.
ball, and then he the one that he got the turnover on. Who was that against?
L.A. off the shoulder.
On the sideline or whatever. I sent him a DM. I'm like, yo, what ball was that? He was like, just sky, bro. He brought that thing down from the sky on purpose. Like
Yeah,
he did.
he can drive it. He can angle it. He can do like different spins with it. And man,
He's unbelievable.
Talent.
what was the guy's name we had in Green Bay when you were playing?
Tim Masthay.
Yeah. Okay. He got in the hot tub with Al Harris.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like
Coach of
just
the Bears
no clothes on, and Al's like, "Hey man,
wait, Tim did?
we don't do that here. We don't do that."
I was not there. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
AJ, you told him to
yeah,
do it.
AJ kind of showed him the ropes.
I would have
right?
loved to see Al's face when Tim walked into that thing.
Yeah. Sam Ramsey will tell you all about it. But that guy could run, like, do run and do the drop kick.
Yeah, Tim was a great
Yeah.
athlete. Soccer player. Great soccer player.
Wow.
Tim, really good guy. He came to the Colts first.
Was he from Australia? Or
No,
New
Tim was from
Zealand?
Kentucky.
Nope, different guy then. New Zealand. This guy was from New Zealand or Australia. He was with us for like maybe
In Green Bay?
Yeah, for maybe a
Dave
year.
Loney. Dave Loney was an Australian punter there in the offseason.
Was it Loney?
with us. Yeah, offseason, because I still talk to him. Yeah, he's back
Okay,
in
not
Australia.
Tim
In
Masthay.
Australia.
Thank God. Let's clear Tim's name. Tim is a great dude. Tim is not getting in any hot tubs naked.
That's the one that
Trucks.
got in a tub with Al Harris.
Yeah, that is not
was
Tim
Looney
Masthay.
Loney.
It had to be Loney.
Definitely an Australian guy or a New Zealand guy.
Yeah, Dave Loney was an Australian guy. I can see Dave doing that. He's like 6'4".
AJ
big,
still does it
strappy
with him,
lad.
yeah.
Bottoms off.
He actually did that too.
But so talented, man. Like,
Yeah, he did that to Alpha.
Do
the
you
entire
back in?
locker
Do you
room.
back down the
Hey,
stairs?
what's up,
though?
Al?
No, I think you go front.
Put your cheeks right in Al's face
No,
as you back in.
I think you front down. I think you will front.
Or you dip.
Maybe
You might dip first, test the
Yeah,
water,
test the waters.
then get in.
Actually-
you guys are making me nervous, man.
You're the one who told the story. What are you talking about?
We wear our
Tim
trunks.
Masthay.
You just won the Super Bowl. You're fine.
Yeah, you're like do whatever you want.
You got a
Tim.
lot of leash.
One of the greatest GMs of all time. Tim Masthay.
And you might get a new owner.
Was fully
too, so-
clothed in the hot tub.
Okay. Oh, good call there, Tone. So they're saying $10 billion, but the Miami Dolphins were allegedly worth $10 billion like 3 years ago. So who knows what that number is going to become? Shout to the Allen family. Shout to Jody, by the way. That was such a cool moment for. Hey, yeah, shout out Jody. Hell yeah, we'll clap. and I spoke at the women's forum with Carly and Kaylin, and it's like seeing woman owner up there take the Lombardi was cool.
Yeah.
Like that was a very cool moment, especially with how much the NFL is, investing in women becoming a bigger piece of football as a whole. Starting with flag football in high school, trying to get it, what's that called, sanctioned, and then trying to build
Olympics.
it in. Sam Rappaport with the Olympics coming, it was like really cool to see that. And I don't know Jody personally. I heard she's very tight. She doesn't have a lot of.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Not a lot of anonymous sources coming out of Jody's office. Like there's very rarely any leaks or anything like that.
Nope.
Feel like she's been a great leader of the ship. $10 billion, what they're talking about. How much are you involved in all that? Because I assume you're going to be the carryover to the next
I'm not.
ownership.
I'm not. I wanted to get with George Payton down here, because they went through it in Denver, and I don't know what's coming. I don't have the experience with it, so I need somebody to coach me up on it and what that looks like. I've been, Tracy, my wife, and I have been blessed to be able to work with, a team, the Packers, that doesn't have an owner, Lamar Hunt, Daniel Snyder, Paul Allen, now Jody. So very, all very different people. So I'm just.
Well, you
keep
being
an eye
there
on
is
it.
upping the value, brother. And maybe you renegotiate as soon as they get there.
Yeah, you should
Be smart.
Trying to get your money.
Another former player comment.
Yeah, trying to get you right. Yeah, exactly.
Go
That's
get
what-
it, man.
Yeah, do it. Go
By the
tell
way,
her.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
If you'd like to put us a little public pressure on this new ownership, okay? Oh, welcome to the league. You just want to get rid of your general manager? Okay. Why don't we give this guy a new deal? Let's
Highest
lock
paid.
him down 10 years, $100 million. Let's win a couple more Super Bowls. We appreciate the hell out of you,
Hey,
John.
man, I appreciate you. I'm so glad you guys had Mike on. That was so fun for me to be able to turn it on. Like, hey, when are you going to be on, man? And
McCarthy.
spend time, Mike McCarthy, yeah.
Big Mike.
It was so
How about him back in the game?
I know, it's so awesome.
I'm happy
Just
for
had
him.
lunch with him.
How was it? How is he? Is he
Great.
jolly?
Yeah, yep. He can see his neighborhood from his office. Yeah,
That's
where he grew up.
sweet.
That is really
Hometown.
cool. That is really, really cool.
I can't do the accent like you guys do, though. But
Yeah, that's just Pittsburgh people.
Well, we're
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I guess there
It
is.
helps when you were born there.
I guess
exactly.
everybody has
Just like
flaws.
us.
I guess everybody does have flaws.
Well, I didn't
This was
know.
fun. Appreciate you guys. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks
I
for
guess,
coming.
I guess.
Will you come
appreciate
on
it.
again? or
Yeah,
no?
come back on.
Yeah, we need you back.
You here tomorrow?
No,
I'll tell
he's
you what.
gone.
Are you busy during the draft?
Draft spectacular.
I guess you got to win a world championship to get on the show. I've been like,
Yeah.
texting with AJ. I can see all these other.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right,
is that
AJ?
right?
Is that right,
I see
AJ?
all these other GMs on there. I'm like, Jay, I thought,
Huh.
AJ, I thought we were guys. Like, I thought,
I've thrown your name out many times.
That is not true.
Don't
That
lie,
is a lie.
dickhead.
I tried again.
AJ has been
he says he wants to
gatekeeping.
come on, then he's too busy.
many leather-bound books. Yeah.
You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, the
So
general
many.
manager of the Seattle
Yes.
Seahawks,
So many.
John Schneider. Now, before you leave,
Oh, we can slang it.
Okay.
come on, boss.
What are we doing?
You can throw your arm
Take
loose.
that headset off so it
100,000.
doesn't yank you.
100,000, 100,000, 100,000,
Happened to me. at the
$100,000 donation charity here, John.
Go on, John.
Go on,
Come around
John.
this way.
No,
right there. All right.
You
See-
lefty?
You see that hole right there?
Yeah.
You're a lefty?
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on.
He's ready.
Yeah.
How old are you?
54.
You look good.
You're great.
For a Catholic, too?
I was gonna say
That is unbelievable. Okay, 54. How often do you throw football, active, everything like that?
Not very. No, two torn labrums, so no,
Ooh,
not very much at all, brother. Like,
Oh, so this would be very impressive. $100,000, you're able to make it in the hole. John Schneider, Super Bowl winning general manager, 2 different eras in Seattle. Backwards hat. Oh no! All right,
this one's
okay,
good, though.
all
We
right,
got
all
this.
right,
You're
okay. We got
higher.
more.
You
You
got
got
this
two
one.
more.
You're
You got 2
higher.
more opportunities. You got 2 more opportunities.
Like
here.
you're on a mine.
I like that you want
That's a
Stallone.
professional miss.
Nobody will be the next Stallone.
Yep.
Oh, wait a
One
minute.
more here, John.
Last ball here now. John, this is the one. Make Sam Darnold proud. Oh no. All right.
Wait, the top's not open?
The top should be
Hey.
open.
The top's not open.
Thank you so much. Hey, we hope. Will you join us draft night after you make a pick? Well, you won't make a pick.
Yeah.
32.
Will you join us on draft night? All right, sweet. We got him on the show.
At 1 a.m.
Before.
Man, appreciate you.
Great to meet you.
Man.
See you, John.
Yeah,
Good luck.
The
Good
top
luck.
should be
Thank you.
open.
Never again versus New England.